Hi, and welcome to another episode of Starship Gaming. And today we are going to take a look at my funds, my gaming funds for July 2019. First one up is Putter Golf for PlayStation 1 or PS1. I got this back at the beginning of the month from a friend of mine. He brought it into my shop. He's like, hey, I heard you need Putter Golf. And I said, yeah. And he said, hey, you want to buy it for $1? I said, sure. That's cheaper than buying it online. So I got this one for $1. He also brought me this one. It's a former rental copy. Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb for the PlayStation 2 or PS2. I'm not sure why it says PS3 on the front. I guess at the time this was rented. Sony, the PlayStation 3, a certain model of it was backwards compatible, and I guess the rental store assumed that, hey, this will work with the PS3, and then they just, they wrote on it in Sharpie or something. So I ended up getting this one from my friend also for only $1. This next one is kind of a strange story. See, the game I found at a yard sale, just a loose disc. Great shape. Found it for $1. But the case, I have actually had in my possession for about 5 years. So I was able to piece it all together. The case I think somebody gave to me years ago, 5 odd years ago. And now I have the disc, so I have it complete. I guess you could say I have $1 in Bushido Blade for PS1. The next one I picked up at that same yard sale for $1 was Crash Team Racing. Disc is in really good shape. The front cover has a small scratch, which that could be easily replaced. But I got this for $1. Crash Team Racing for PS1, and it's a really great game, and somebody to sell it that cheap, that really surprised me. Next up is another yard sale find, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. I got this at a yard sale. I love the Budokai series, especially the Tenkaichi series, but I ended up getting this one for just $2, which is a great deal for this game, and I really love it. So Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 for PS2. And then another one, EverQuest Online Adventures. Now this one you cannot play. I think you can play it through a private server, but it is no longer in service. I ended up getting this one for $1 at a yard sale, just for the collector aspect of it. But other than that, it is not playable. It is more or less just a collector's piece at this point. Then I ended up getting Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. Got it at a yard sale for $3. The great thing about it is it's backwards compatible with the Xbox One. So even though it's a 360 title, you can play it on your 360 if you want, but I have an Xbox One, and where it's backwards compatible, that's what I'm playing. So I ended up getting that one. I also ended up getting Lost Planet 3 for Xbox 360 for about $3, and it's also I can't talk. It's also backwards compatible with the Xbox One, which is another reason why I picked up this title. And of course, we have a Walmart find here. Found this for $19.99, Monopoly for Nintendo Switch, also known as Hasbro Game Night for Nintendo Switch, or Risk for Nintendo Switch, or Trivial Pursuit Live. Wow. Anyway, it's Hasbro Game Night for Nintendo Switch. It has 3 games on one Switch cartridge, which I love Monopoly. I mostly bought it for the Monopoly, but I also love Risk. Trivial Pursuit, I could care less, but, the other two are pretty good. So, got this for $19.99 at Walmart. Now, this one was one that came into my shop. It's Tomb Raider for Sega Saturn, and I got it for about $10, roughly. It was this one I didn't have, so I took it home. What's funny is that as soon as I started playing this, my Sega Saturn controller, like within the first 10 minutes, breaks. Just completely quits responding. So I'm going to have to get me a new Sega Saturn controller at some point. So anyway, I got Tomb Raider for now, so that's, but I ended up getting this one for $10, so I'm pretty happy. I've been looking for this one for a while. Still need a Resident Evil for Sega Saturn though, so that's still out there. Now the next few I'm going to show are ones that I got fairly cheap. I actually paid 50 cents a piece for them. So this one's SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, which isn't too bad of a game. It's not the best in the world, but I got that one for PS2 for 50 cents. Another one I got for 50 cents for PS2, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, a great classic. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie game for PS2. Also picked this up for 50 cents. I have owned it. Actually, I do own it. Other than this one, I owned it for original Xbox, which is backwards compatible with the Xbox 360, which is awesome. So, got this for 50 cents also. Then I got this one also for 50 cents, SpongeBob SquarePants Creature from the Krusty Krab for Sony PS2. This one's a great game. Not as great as Battle for Bikini Bottom, but, it's okay. This one I also got for 50 cents, Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots for PS2. Not a bad game, pretty decent. I used to love to play it. I actually rented it quite a bit back in the day. So this was a pretty great game. So I got this one also for 50 cents. And then I picked up Tak, the Great Juju Challenge. It's not as great as some of the other Tak games, but, I got this one for 50 cents for PS2. Yeah, it's not a bad game. I used to rent it every so often when I was bored. I had one of the slim PS2s back in the day. I didn't have the fat model until much later on. I picked one up years ago, but, But Tak the Great Juju Challenge, picked it up for 50 cents. And this was another one I picked up for 50 cents, a greatest hits version of Crash Bandicoot, the Wrath of Cortex. This game is pretty good. It's probably what I would consider the last, the very last good Crash Bandicoot game. After the Wrath of Cortex, they kind of went downhill, so this was one of the last actual good Crash Bandicoot games. So picked this up for 50 cents for the PS2. And last but not least, Ultimate Board Game Collection for the PS2. I picked this up from a friend of mine for $1, and I only bought it more or less just to play checkers and chess on. So, checkers and chess. I mean, it says 20 classic games from around the world, which is not bad. I played a little bit of it. Like I said, I only bought it to play chess and checkers on, so, but picked this one up for $1 from my friend. So, $1, not too bad. It doesn't go for a whole lot. I think it goes for maybe $5 at most, but, just something I wanted to have just to fiddle around with and when I'm bored. So, that was my collection for, not my collection. I don't know what I'm saying. That was my finds for July 2019. So, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell if you want notifications of when we do more awesome videos. Of course, we have one more episode after this, and then Season 2 will start. I'm going to schedule Season 2 for August 17th when it will officially begin. So you can look forward to that. We got one more episode 64. Until next time, I'll see ya.